All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What's going on, everybody? We're back talking some drafters, playoff best ball. Very, very fun, very strategic. We're going to hop in a live draft. Hoop and I actually are in. We're waiting for, 4 people right now? Let me double check.
I think we're down to 3, baby.
Down to 3 people. So if you're watching, you want to get in the draft, the $20 one, hop in, 6 people. We're going to talk some strategy when we draft. Again, we'll have 3 of these shows leading up to the playoffs. The show is sponsored by Drafters. Getting sick over here, getting hoops cold. Drafters.com.
Sent it your way.
Yeah, not fun. Head over to drafters.com. Use that promo code SHIPIT. It'll get you 100% match up to $100, 20 to 100. So you put in 100, you get a free 100 from Drafters. A lot of success in the clicked that wrong. A lot of success so far in the season long Drafter streets. Our man Go Collect, who I see in here sitting in first, still for $30K and that $3. So good luck, Go Collect. We're going to be talking playoff best ball, though. Hoop, I know you've been in the streets a good amount so far at Drafters. How's it been going? And just what's some broad initial strategy when drafting these teams?
Yeah, so we met with Drafters last week. And, obviously, this is the spot that, we think is a really good spot to start for playoff best balls. A lot of newer users, obviously, here, a lot of opportunity to get some top solid teams heading into the playoffs, some little advantage situations to look at when you're drafting. Like, notice a lot of like Justin Jefferson getting drafted just because he's way up there and they're not even going to make the playoffs. So there's definitely an advantage if you can get in early. Some strategies that I've been looking to employ. I mean, there's obviously basic strategies. You want to make sure you're drafting a team that when you get to the Super Bowl has an opportunity to have every position filled. And, that's the number one priority. Now, every single team you draft, sometimes that might not be possible because our draft is starting right up. So that was quick. Maybe we'll try to do 2 here if we get the opportunity. Our guy Go Collect Out title, of course, runs so good, gets that first pick right out of the gate. Imagine that. Hoopster sitting back in the 6 hole. So we'll see how this one plays out. But yeah, the general strategy is you want to make sure you're drafting it, ideally, you'd have an NFC team that you're heavy on, an AFC team that you're heavy on, and they just keep on advancing, and you continue to rack up the points. This one's unique, though, where it's obviously total points, and that differs a little bit from the other sites. So kind of like that aspect of it as well.
Yeah, and another difference is, so there's 6-man drafts here. That's normal across the board, but you do need a tight end on Drafters, whereas on some of the other sites, wide receiver and tight end are grouped together. And yeah, at the end of the day, the big strategy is you need to field the whole team. Your team needs to tell a story in the Super Bowl. So usually you can load up on an NFC team or an AFC team. Just say you go with the Niners. Obviously, it's pretty tough to get, but if you can get Purdy, CMC, Ayuk, Jawan Jennings, Kittle, at the end of the day, they get to the Super Bowl, you have every position live. So it's 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, and a flex spot. Basically, like Hoop said, it is cumulative scoring throughout the whole playoffs, but you need to field a full lineup, be able to field one come Super Bowl time, because someone is going to be able to. AFC, NFC teams, it's important to look at. Hoop, share the site that you shared with me about probabilities.
Playoffstatus.com, and it kind of just shows the likelihood of the teams getting into the playoffs and then advancing round by round. Playoffstatus.com. So easy to, maybe I can just pull this up real fast. I'm a little risky here switching screens. Let's see. We got what? Do we have time?
Yeah, I'm drafting right now. So I'm up first. I think the Niners are the favorites.
Status.
Yep. Again, but you also have to be cognizant about the buys.
Yeah, for sure. And, the one thing that's very important, but that's why I kind of like this format here at Drafters where, man, like if you are getting those on the other sites where you have to advance rounds, you got to be a top 1 or 2 team. It's more important there. This, you kind of can get some of those late round guys that are playing in that first round to kind of fill the void of those guys that might end up having to buy. So we got McCaffrey, Debo. Debo's going high in a lot of these. Hurts, CeeDee Lamb, and then let's see where we're at here. Starboy, what do you want to do, buddy? How do you want this to go? And our guys from Drafters are in here as well in the chat. So thanks for joining. So I think I'm going to go with our guy Tyreek. I mean, I like Tyreek. I like the Dolphins. They have a chance to play every round. Give me some Tyreek. And then see, the problem with taking these 49ers guys, it's like you're only getting one or two pieces and then you're done.
Yeah.
It's like it's just so hard. But man, Purdy's can lock in Purdy and maybe just get a bunch of Dolphins to go with them. Yeah, we'll go that route today. I'll take Purdy.
Yeah, so like what Hoop's saying right there, like you got AFC, you got NFC, you get Dolphins and San Fran in the Super Bowl. You're looking really pretty so far. It's not something like I'm not trying to field the whole roster of NFC teams because at the end of the day, you can only have one NFC team that makes it to the Super Bowl. You go like Chiefs, Niners, perfect. Now Philly, Niners, if you draft all Philly and Niners players, you're drawing dead to get to the AFC championship team right there. So it's a lot of important strategy that way. So I'm on the clock right here. Yeah, like you said, all the San Fran guys just get taken right away.
They're just gone. And that's the problem, like in these drafts, because you do want to have that path, especially you want to have multiple guys if you can get it. But the 49ers are the one team, no matter what you do, you are not going to be able to get a full 49ers squad. Like you can get two, you can get three potentially. Yeah, I like that move for sure. Josh Allen, Diggs, you got AFC squad there that playing well and definitely has a chance to advance some rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I was debating like it's Mahomes, Josh. I mean, I like Buffalo's chances a lot more than I like KC's chances right now. Basically, yeah, you're painting a picture, and like we mentioned earlier, it's total points. Like on the other sides, when you go all San Fran or you go all Baltimore, you have to advance that team out of the first pod, and that's very hard to do when you draft in all these best guys because you're already taking a zero in the first week. It's easier. You can take zeros. You obviously still want to be able to field a full team, be able to round one. But say I trust CMC, I trust Purdy, I trust Ayuk, those guys to make up enough points if they get to the Super Bowl where you can make up that round one when you do get those zeros. And there's a lot of secondary pieces we'll get to that that aren't being drafted much that still have a 51% chance, a 52. Talking Seahawks, we're talking Colts. A lot of these teams that are fringe teams aren't being drafted too much right now that are still at least a 50% chance to make the playoffs. And that's when you go check that website out that Hoop said.
Yeah. And then another thing that you definitely got to do, like, so I had Tyreek and, Mostert and Waddle I took there. And like one thing you definitely just don't really look at the rankings. Like that's one thing that you can really get messed up on is by looking at the rankings. You need to complete these teams. You got to get as many guys from the same team on opposite sides as humanly possible. So, I took Mostert ahead of where he was his ADP is same with Waddle just to kind of complete that team. Now, for me personally with Purdy, I'm going to have to find another NFC team here because I can't get any other pieces of the 49ers. There's just nothing else available. So I'll be looking to get exposure to another NFC team here pretty heavy if possible.
Yep. So I'm debating. I already know I'm for sure going James Cook to go with my Josh and Diggs.
That's a good grab there.
But I'm debating. The other one's a little tricky right now. So I'm going to go James Cook. There's not a lot of San Fran pieces I like. Like Kincaid's been falling off with Knox back in the mix. But my story right now is I'm pretty much saying that Josh or the Bills are going to the Super Bowl since it's hard to get a lot of these Niners. I think I'm going to go with Hoop's team right here and go Amon-Ra. And so I have multiple outs right here. Right now, if the Bills either play the Niners or Detroit in the Super Bowl, I'm pretty happy. That's the story I'm telling myself right now. Detroit will be able to play round one. Buffalo's going to get all the round one games as well. So I can feel the team. My goal is if it's either Bills or Niners or Bills and Detroit, that I can feel the full team and get points each round is my goal and my thought process right now.
Yep, certainly like that play. I'm going to have to See, the problem with like the Miami stuff is like, especially where you need a tight end. Like, man, I got to find like a third team essentially where I can play like a potential tight end, because it dries up super quick. Like, Smythe does nothing. Obviously with Purdy, Kittle's gone. He went super early. So I need a tight end, and Ferguson and Gibbs just went. So for me, I think it's an easy decision to take A-Chain, and then I'm going to have to take, which makes sense from the NFC side, I'm going to have to take Laporta here. Maybe, go from there and trying to see. Yeah, so that pretty much completes what I'm doing Miami. So I got Tyreek, Mostert, Waddle, and A-Chain, 4 solid pieces from Miami.
Yep. Definitely like definitely a good team right there. And Whaler said, like, should you go trust a tight end? The position's weak. Yes, a lot of these, I mean, that's the difference with drafters. You need to field a tight end. So it is there's a lot of different strategies in this, but tight end is by far the weakest position. Yeah. And getting some of the top guys like Laporta, Kittle, Kelsey, it looks good.
Yeah, just not many options. Especially if you go late in the draft. I mean, these guys are gone. I mean, there's some you can get kind of late that I've noticed, like let's see, like Evan Ingram, Njoku, guys like that kind of linger later in these drafts. Like a guy I don't like, if you get to the end of the draft and you don't have, if you're weak at tight end, like Cade Otton, they're playing for sure. They're like 95% in. I like, grabbing him ahead of a lot of these guys.
Yep.
All right, back on the clock here.
Back on the clock. Gonna go Kincaid. Again, I don't love it, but it's with my ball. If Buffalo does get to the championship, I feel good about that. And I think I just got to ride the boy Gabe Davis. Give me all these Buffalo boys.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. I mean, you got the full Buffalo. You got everyone, right? Yeah,
I can field Josh as my one quarterback. I can go James Cook as my one running back. I got Diggs and Gabe Davis as my 2 receivers. I got Kincaid as my tight end. So just looking at a flex, that's what I hope. If they play Detroit, I got Amon-Ra. If they play 49ers, I got McCaffrey. So that's the thought process there. Doesn't always end up. And this is one of the few formats where you actually want to draft with sharp people, because if you draft with dummies, they're just going to take random people and it kills your whole stack. So the very few drafts that you actually want that.
I'm pretty open here. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, to be honest. I got the full Miami thing. I want an NFC. Take Rachaad White, like they're in. He gets all the work. I definitely want some more. Okay, there you go. So I get a little secondary here. Rachaad White and Mike Evans. So pretty happy with that. It gives me other outs, obviously, outside of Miami. Again, the tough thing with these drafts, the San Francisco stuff, because all these guys are just going so early, and it's very rare to get multiple pieces. Coaches here got Debo and Ayuk. Obviously, you're standalone with McCaffrey. Kittle standalone here with Starboy, and then I'm standalone with Purdy. So it's hard to load up. So you have to look for like a secondary NFC team if you take one of those 49ers guys early on.
Yep. It definitely makes it tough. A lot of ways to go.
So yeah, you got the full Buffalo. You got McCaffrey. And then Amon-Ra.
I'm thinking maybe Evan Ingram, because you still do need points at that tight end position. You are drawing dead, but like to Super Bowl if the Bills get there. But points still do matter, and he's one of the better tight ends on the slate. So I think I'm going to go Ingram to pair with Kincaid. For sure, get 1 week out of him. Hopefully, another week.
And you can play, 2 tight ends in this format with the flex. So there's options.
Yep. Looking at Jameson Williams possibly to go with Detroit. It's tough down here. Like, I don't want Shakir. The Bills are so concentrated. I'm going to go Jameson Williams. Yeah. Again, that's a big play guy. The snaps are gone there much, or as the year's gone on, he's taken over the number 2. If it's Detroit and it's the Bills, I have a full complement of guys, and Detroit, you'll be able to use round 1.
Yeah, and they're not likely to get the bye. I mean, I think there's they need 17 or 18 things to happen in order for them to get the first round bye. So it should be safe there.
And then you get them in a dome round 1, 2, which is nice.
ETN, Ridley off the board. Yeah, those are good late round guys to get. I mean, they're going to have they'll have a home playoff game, right?
Yep. They are. Yeah, looking like, let me see. Again, that's still a lot of unknowns. Yeah, look, they're in the 4 spot right now, so they are looking at good amount of home games, or at least the first home game.
Yeah, I'm gonna complete this Tampa Bay thing. I'm gonna go Godwin, and then it's where it gets a little dicey, boys. It's a little bit dicey here. There's not many options left. I'm gonna go. I know I'm gonna take.
It's tough.
I'll take DK. Like they're, I think 75% to make it in. I think last year in the first round he went off. I'm pretty sure. Like he was like a big boot. Like you needed him almost right in the first round of these best balls.
Sounds right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Those guys even. Like the first, if they nuke, even though if they lose round 1, if you get that big game, total points, and then you get the Super Bowl right, fielding a big squad, you definitely want. You can't take zeros in round 1 and expect to win it all. But the main goal is the Super Bowl that you're trying to play for.
Yes. It was nice these the playoff ones. I mean, it's quick, 10 minutes. You're basically done. 10 to 15 minutes. Everyone's moving through it relatively quick.
Yep.
And in this draft, obviously, mostly sharper individuals, so we're not seeing many of like the donkey type plays here. Oh.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces in chat. This is struggling right here.
Yeah, it dries up real fast. You got Detroit. I mean, at this point, you might just be looking for some fantasy points.
Yeah. I'm going to go Knox. Again, story of the slate with the Bills. I have James Cook to use round 1. I can't use McCaffrey. I can use Diggs, Amon-Ra, or Gabe. Yeah, I'm stumped. This is where a pick I'm going to make that I really don't want to make. I'm going to go. I don't know. I panicked on that one. If Dallas gets there, I still can feel the whole team. I don't like Gallup at all. That's when you really have to think ahead. Like there's definitely a better pick out there.
Yeah,
but I don't want Jawan Jennings. Like I don't care about. I mean, maybe I should have went like a Pittman or maybe. But again, you're taking risks on some of those guys. What does the Colts right now have according to the sheets? 51% chance.
Or 50-50 essentially to get in.
Yeah. Shakir, you could have went Shakir. I mean, they just have so many models.
Ever since Knox has come back, like he's barely been out there. But again, if they're playing from behind, he'll get some reps. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, is Shakir really going to be the guy you need in best balls? Tough to imagine.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, with San Francisco probably not playing in the first round, I need another quarterback, which is something when I first started drafting these teams, I really wasn't paying attention to, but something as I've done more, I've paid closer attention to. So got Baker in there with all my Tampa Bay guys, and then I'm just going to take shitty Smythe because I have all the other Miami dudes.
Yeah, and if he falls into thinking about late round picks too, how to differentiate, like just say Smythe somehow randomly falls in the box twice at the end. Like no one will really have them. You get all those Miami guys. Like that's a way to differentiate and get up top too. So
yeah,
don't mind that.
I closed out the draft. Oh, wait, maybe I can get back in. Let's see. Is this it? Nope, that's a different one. So it's still going somewhere. And no drafting, maybe right here. No active draft. So I hopped out a little bit early, but Title can fill us in on what he does with the last pick in the draft.
Yeah, I might just take points with a JT or a Pittman. I know people are watching, so probably shouldn't have said
Yeah,
that.
JT, they're what? They're 50-50, like you said, to get in. Rams,
And I can
they're kind
still
of
feel the full team, even if they don't get in, which is something important too. Like Latavius Murray, Elijah Mitchell, like these dudes down here, Khalif Raymond's.
gets cheeks, man.
Yeah,
It gets
cheeks
cheeky
right.
down there. Not in a good way.
No, I think I'm gonna go JT because I know I can't play CMC round 1. I'm just relying on James Cook. If he doesn't get there, he can hurt. So yeah, I'm gonna go JT. Do I love it? Not really, but yeah, Sean Sullivan was in there, coach was in there. Yeah, we should be able to
see if I can pull up that draft and we can look at it. Let's see. Now that it's completed, view draft. Yeah, that's the squad.
Yeah, you talk through yours, I'll talk through mine. Hit that like is right, Richie Small.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
Yeah, so for me, obviously, I need Miami. San Fran getting there would be good because like you keep saying, I can field the full team. You want to get to that Super Bowl and be able to have guys in every spot. So San Fran and Miami would work for me on this team, and then obviously Tampa Bay, Miami would work for me, and then my two just random dudes that hopefully I can get some points along the way. DK Metcalf, Sam Laporta, not really correlated, but obviously big time kind of upside. So that's the mindset. And I need San Fran,
2 outs,
Miami, or Tampa Bay, Miami. Yeah, 2 outs, which is good. Yeah, I mean a lot of times you draft these and you're just looking for 1 out. You're looking for this is the Super Bowl I need, and I'm good to go. If you can kind of double it up a little bit, you take that.
Yep, absolutely. So looking at my squad,
your squad up there.
Yep. I mean, obviously, I need the Bills. I drafted accordingly, and I can fill the whole team. Just say Buffalo literally plays anybody. I got Josh. I got James Cook as my 1 running back. I have Gabe Davis, Diggs, and then I got Kincaid, Dawson, Knox. So literally Buffalo against anybody. Yeah. I can field the full team. Play San Fran. I got McCaffrey. JT was more so just for points. Again, I can't use McCaffrey round 1, so I have more outs there. If they play Dallas, I got Gallup. Do I love that? Not at all. Detroit would be the optimal route because I got Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams, and a lot of outs that way. But I can feel the full team, Buffalo against anybody. They don't have a round 1 bye as a thought process there. Let's look at coach and go. Yep.
So he's got San Francisco. Looks like San Francisco and Dallas and some Cleveland. So his ideal route would be Cleveland getting there.
Needs Cleveland because of the quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely needs Cleveland, and then he has Dallas or San Fran to kind of have a chance. Yeah. Go collect. What did he end up with? So he's Eagles. So he's got the full Eagles. He's got quarterback, running back, or one of the running backs, 2 wide receivers, and
3. He's got Quez down there, so he can field the full one.
Oh, we got Quez as well. Yeah, and then Baltimore. So he wants Baltimore, Philadelphia. Not a bad spot to be. 2 of the better teams. Our boy Sean Sullivan. So he's on Baltimore as well. Baltimore heavy. So he definitely needs Baltimore and Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Like Baltimore, Dallas. Baltimore, Dallas.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, these are tough. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, I mean, you get sniped 1 or 2 picks. I mean, you kind of have to readjust what you're doing, and that's why you say it's you want to be drafting with people that understand how this stuff works, because the most tilting thing is to get a pick sniped, and then you look at the good dude's team, and it made no sense for him to take that. So that part can be frustrating. Starboy, he needs KC, a lot of KC. So he's got the full-on KC, Detroit. I mean, solidly drafted team for the most part. KC, Detroit.
He can get there with the Rams too.
Yeah, Rams as well. So this is very, very solid team in terms of having the ability to win. So I think every team has a path to having full teams at the end, which is what you essentially want when you do these drafts.
Yep. Do you want to fire one more up?
Yeah, let's go through one more. Let's see how many people. So it looks like, all right, let's hit it right now.
All right, mine's loading. Get out of here. Come on.
One more. Get in there.
Oh, come on, I'm trying.
You get it?
Yep,
All right,
I get it. Thank you. That would have been.
All right, so we're in the 5 and 6 hole.
Starboy's back. Starboy's
back. He's in the 1 hole. We're 5, 6. See how it goes. So yeah, these are fun to do. I mean, really fun. And again, the reason I like doing them on drafters is it's a cumulative point. So you don't need to advance the first or second round like you do on the other sites. Like you're racking up points and it goes towards the total. Obviously, you've had a lot of success in these formats, winning the regular season best ball championship last year. And again, you're not going against these. Not every single person in these drafts are experienced in doing these. You get a lot of newer, fresher faces, which is kind of good for everybody. So I'm already 46 in. I'm going to try to get to that 150 number. And see how it goes. And again, you get some advantages drafting early in these drafts. You see, I mean, obviously we're drafting with sharp people, obviously, but if you continue to do them all throughout the day or in the $3 ones, you're going to run into people that are making some really, really poor decisions.
Yeah, and what I like again about drafters, I love the tight end position. It's weak; it adds a whole new dimension to it. Whereas, again, other sites, you just wide receiver, tight end group together, you can avoid the whole tight end position, which adds a new wrinkle, when to reach and stuff like that.
Oh, and also drafters posted in here. So they have, where is it? They have milestone rewards as well. So the more you enter, I believe you get like free drafts along the way. They can kind of verify what you need to hit in order to get those free drafts if they're still in here, and we'll get it posted. But that's a very cool aspect. So it kind of rewards people for getting in more drafts.
Yeah, I saw the email. Let me see if I can. So many drafters emails. I can't find the exact, but yes, it's the more draft.
The champ.
Huh?
I said that's what happens when you're the champ.
Yeah, they sent me a shirt. I loved it. I'm waiting for either a ring or a trophy that I was hoping to get sent to me. I said trophy would be right behind me, so I would love a little trophy there.
So we got McCaffrey, Lamb. It's pinned in the news feed, so let's see. I have this minimum.
Here, you wait till after the draft because you're going to
pull it up after and we'll check it out. All right, comeback Zinc. Let's see what he goes with. We got McCaffrey, we got Lamb.
I like drafting at the turns.
Yeah,
the 1 and the 6.
An interesting spot for sure because obviously you're going McCaffrey with the number 1, but I don't know. There's like a bunch of different dudes you could take at 2. I don't really like the 2 hole because it's like you got to kind of make that decision later on. The decision's kind of made for you in terms of the path that you're going to go.
Yep, 100%.
It hurts. Oh man, do I got to go back to my boy Tyreek again? That wouldn't be fun, would it? No, we got to do something different here. I'll let you take Tyreek if you want him. I don't want. Guess I got to take my boy again. Back on the Dolphins.
He's back.
He's back.
I'm going to go Sant Freight.
Yeah, it's a good pick there. I will take. See the problem here. Give me. Yeah, I'll take one piece of San Fran. I'll take Ayuk. Though it's tough. You got 2 though. I mean, that's nice to have the 2, and I like the Kittle play over because you got to get that. You have to play that tight end, and a lot of people aren't doing that. I love that play. You're locked in at tight end. And
I try and get little different combinations and stuff. The more drafts I'll do, the more combinations I'll get. Try and get unique at these because it's I believe 12,000 field tournaments. A lot of people will have a very similar combinations. Like I loved your Smythe play for that reason. He falls in the box twice, and random time. I mean, he's on the field.
No one's going to have him.
No, nobody.
And hopefully, it's in the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Well, because it's cumulative, it really doesn't matter too much. But
it's a good point. So it looks like Starboy's going the same path you kind of went, 49ers, and then coming back with Buffalo. I like the CD Lamb, Lamar Jackson, Debo, Kelsey, and then, Hurts and A.J. Brown. So solid start for a lot of these teams. So,
Yep.
Starboy's going your route.
Copier.
So this pick here probably should be like, a Pollard or probably Pollard. That makes sense. We'll see. St. Brown. All right, so switching it up a little bit. That's who I wanted. I wanted St. Brown because I was going to go some Lions. Now I'm going to have to – I need to find in – man, he went Mostert. Man, see, this is where I kind of go off the rails a little bit here.
It's hard.
Yeah, I'm going to have to redirect here potentially a little bit. I might take some – I'm going to take Pollard, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to try to get some Cowboys. I don't know. That's tough because I want Mostert for sure. Just not available there.
Definitely tough. Yeah, when you go these two early.
Yeah, I think that definitely made sense. All right, I guess I'll come back to my boy Waddle, I guess. Maybe. Oh, that's just going to hook up right here. I mean, because he's got his Philadelphia guys waiting for him.
You can't worry about that, though.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, definitely can't. But that's definitely a nice setup for Joshy Merlot. Yep.
He said all skill positions. Yeah. So running backs are green, receivers are gold, tight ends are blue, quarterbacks are red.
Yeah. Nice setup. Easy on the eyes.
Yep. No, I love the format. It's easy on the app too. Very easy to pull out your phone and do a draft for 10 minutes if you got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's always important to think ahead. Like, you should. Those 30 seconds go quick, especially if you get sniped.
Yep. What does he have going here? So he's got Dallas, Baltimore, and now Detroit. So 3 different teams. Not a bad pick. Yeah, so this is a pretty wide open pick right here. Most Philadelphia is off the board. And Gus Edwards. All right, I'm gonna continue on with the Dallas stuff a little bit here and get my tight end because, man, if you don't get a tight end in this thing, it's a tough feeling getting to the end. It's like, man, you're totally screwed.
Yep. A lot of routes I can go here. Man, is it tough?
A-Chain. That takes away one of my decisions, so I don't mind that. He's on the radar a little bit.
Man.
Ridley. I definitely need a quarterback, and the top 2 are the 2 teams I'm going with. So it's either Dak or Tua. And now I got boom, Dallas front. I'll just take Dak, I guess. He's treated me well this season, don't you think?
Well, he's definitely treated you well. We'll have 2 more shows next week and the week after. 2 more drafter shows. You'll get Marley on here, Ham on here. You'll get a couple faces on here. So, 2 more shows. And again, make sure to use that promo code SHIPIT. Head over, SHIPIT, match 100% up to $100. Can't beat that. Put in a crisp $100 bill, you get a free one right there. for a chance to turn it into a lot more cheese. So use that promo code SHIPIT.
And they got the milestone bonuses too along the way. So the more you do, the more you get for free, which is really cool. And I'll tell you one thing: you're definitely not getting that sort of setup from the other sites. That's why drafters just absolutely love them.
That was part of the reason I actually did max it last year. Eagles had $100 promo because I already maxed the other 2 sites. I was burnt out. I saw Eagles. I was like, all right, a free 100. Saw the word overlay. Then you see these milestones. Like I did 150. I think it was like 10, 15 tickets that I got for free a part of there. So it just, I couldn't turn down that. So definitely make sure. Oh, shoot. I keep getting refreshed out. I don't want to get auto picked. I'm back.
Amari Cooper, pretty easy decision for me here with the Dallas side. Definitely going to go Mr. Cooks.
Mr. Cooks.
UTM, that makes sense. So you got the Jacksonville as well. It's nice to pick up like an extra team later on.
Yep, and I know I can't play Kittle at least round 1. I feel a little better about Evan Ingram than a Smythe, so trying to make it so I have a couple outs.
Yeah, I took Montgomery, just I don't know, just reinforcement at running back. Only had Pollard, so. No, not really a correlation play by any means, just a fantasy point play, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe they win a game and get a couple rounds out of it. Hopefully they win a game. We'll see. First home playoff game in 30 years.
You'll be there.
Yeah. Oh, I better start thinking here. That's just moving pretty quick.
Yeah, it is.
So who went? Nakia, Dodo. I don't hate that play. I wish I would have had that dude. All right, so you took Gainwell. Take another running back, Jerome Ford. Man, the Flacco thing, man. Flacco, that is so impressive. From the dead, just dominating.
Yes, insane. I'm really gonna have to draft Bumboy. No, I'm gonna go him instead.
Watson. Oh yeah, those are the tough picks, man. Like just getting those dudes for correlations, like they absolutely suck, but you get to the Super Bowl and they're still alive and just randomly catch a touchdown, you definitely take it.
Yeah, and I mean, like obviously Puka is a lot better than Juwan Jennings, but I mean, if he only gets bounced round 1, you still need to field a full team. So
exactly. I took your shitty Gallup play from the first draft this time around.
Yeah, not the most fun click, but you got to do what you got to do.
Oh yeah, yep. Let's see. So Bateman went, which makes sense. He's in on Baltimore, so Baltimore, Philly, it's a solid squad. Godwin, so he picks up the Tampa Bay. So similar to what I did last time, picked up these Tampa Bay guys late. Jameson Williams. So yeah, Starboy took a little bit of risk here with the Rams being basically 50-50 to get in. He's loading up on them. Obviously, if they don't make the playoffs, the team completely dead. But if they're in, no one's really going to have them. So it makes sense. All right, where are we at here? Got Dallas. Cleveland. We got 2 more picks. There's really nothing I want. Fournette. I could have a role in the playoffs. We got Buffalo stuff. Not too much. Cedric Wilson. Not a bad.
I was gonna take him.
Yeah. I don't know. There's no more Dallas guys I want. No more Miami. Just give me some points. I guess I'm back on DK.
So I for sure know I need a quarterback, and I'm gonna go Lawrence.
Yeah. Get your Jacksonville stuff set up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna change my plan, which I initially had. But it doesn't do me much good. This is where I'm kind of stuck because now my chain play is worthless.
I'll take them.
Yeah.
Not with much Miami. I thought I'd have Miami. I really don't have too much.
Yeah, I was trying to field. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah. Oh, I don't really have much that I want here. Might just throw out the random. Let's see. Who did I have? DK. I'll take Kenneth Walker, I guess. What are the Seattle? They're about 75% to get in. Elijah Moore, man, that was a weird hit last night when he went down, starts shaking.
Yeah, he got released from the hospital today, which is good. But yeah, man, Joe Flacco. I mean, he's got to have a job next year, eh? Like, how can't he?
It's crazy. And he looks good. Escaping the pocket, too, like rolling out, passing on the run. Like, where the hell did this guy come from?
Yeah, he's definitely looking good.
All right, draft is over. I'll go through mine first. Obviously, I thought I was going to end up with more Miami. Kind of had to reverse course a little bit with Pollard and then just loaded up on Dallas. So I'm going to need Dallas. Miami is essentially my only out. So a Dallas-Miami Super Bowl is what I will be looking for. I guess I have so much Dallas where – so, yeah, I can field a full Dallas team. So I guess I have more outs than that potentially. But Dallas, Miami would be the best scenario for me. Go ahead and talk about yours.
Yeah, so I was trying to set up. It's so hard when you go San Fran. My thought was I got Purdy, I got Kittle, and I was trying to get 3 outs for the AFC team, which was going to be KC, Miami, Jacksonville. But I can't field a full team with Miami anymore because obviously I couldn't get CMC, so I wanted 3 AFC running backs.
Yeah.
But hey, it's like Jawan Jennings. Like there was no other San Fran receiver I felt good about. I was trying to get a Cedric Wilson, which I don't feel good about him either. Unfortunately, I'm dead if Miami gets there. But if it's obviously San Fran, Jacksonville's my ideal spot, I'd have to be sitting really pretty if I get there. But I also can go San Fran, KC with Pacheco. You got Rice. I got Justin Watson. I got Jawan Jennings. And I got Kittle. So I was trying to get a little unique and try and go San Fran with 3 outs. Fortunately, Cedric Wilson was sniped because if I went Cedric Wilson over Zay Jones, I would have had the Miami stuff. I would have been able to go Jawan, Cedric Wilson, Kittle. Actually, no, I still wouldn't even have that flex spot. It was tough. It's tough when you go San Fran early. It is definitely tough. San Fran, Jacksonville is my ideal pairing, though.
Yeah, it is very difficult loading up on San Fran. There's no doubt about it. You immediately have to be looking for another NFC team pretty quickly because it dries up.
Yeah, and they're going to more than likely get that first round bye too, which you have to take into consideration.
Joshy Merlot looking like he needs the Eagles and the Ravens. and he'll be able to have a full team. He does have some Miami stuff mixed in here as well. Comeback Zinc is looking for, I don't know. What is he
needs
looking for?
Casey. He needs Casey or Miami because of tight end quarterback. But then he needs it either against Philly, Detroit, Tampa. For sure, he can field the full team with Tampa and Philly. The Detroits, he
needs Tampa, KC.
Yeah, he definitely needs. He can't even go KC because he doesn't even have a wide receiver there.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, it would be the Tampa. So he needs Tampa. He needs Tampa. Yeah, Tampa. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty solid.
Yeah, fully needs Tampa. Sports with Jim. He's looking for Baltimore. He's got the full Baltimore, so he's good there. And then
Baltimore, Detroit would be nice, but he can get Dallas as well because he has the likely Aguilar, Zay Flowers. Then you get the CD, Justice Hill. So that's a pretty good squad too.
Definitely a few outs. Basically, so here was this draft started basically the same as yours. McCaffrey, Diggs, Allen, Cook, and Gabe Davis.
And Kincaid. That dude took my whole squad.
Yeah, the whole team. And then he throws in the Rams at the end. So if the Rams, this is a team with a lot of options, obviously. So
yep.
Need the Rams to get in and then make a little bit of a run. But yeah, these things are fun, man. I like doing them. I've been doing a lot of them to continue on. The promo code, as we said a few times, pull this puppy up right here. So if you go over to Drafters, you plug in the code SHIPIT, you get $100 100% deposit match up to $100, and then they have the milestones along the way.
Hit lobby. They'll show it right on the right.
We'll check this out right now for you. Out of here.
It'll be right on that right there.
Enter 10 drafts, get a $20 ticket. Enter 25 drafts, gets you two $20 tickets. Enter 50 drafts, you get 2 additional. Enter 100 post drafts, you get 3 additional. So the first milestone is when you enter 10, and then 25, 50, 100. If you max it out, you get $150 in bonus cash. So,
which is 8 tickets. If you max it, you get 8 tickets that go in there. Then you get the 150, which comes out obviously to roughly 8 more. So if you do 150, and obviously that's a lot of money, it's over some people's bankroll, but you're looking right there at basically 16 drafts that you get for free.
Yeah. All right, cool. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, again, we'll be doing these shows. We'll have 2 more each week. Next week, Marley will be on, Hoop will be on again, Ham will be on one of these as well. Again, just have a plan, think ahead, and have your team make sense. Have a full team that you can field for the Super Bowl. Cumulative scoring, tight end, you need one. It's a really fun setup for sure. So head over, use that promo code SHIPIT, match 100% for $100. Hoop and I will be back 10 minutes talking some NFL cash. We'll see you then. Hit that like on the way out. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe as well. For my man Hoop, I'm Titletown. Have a good one. Good luck.